Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Rebel Racing Network and the National Outlaw Racing Association ARCA Series. I am your commentator tonight, Austin Householder, and I am joined in the booth by Dakota Dennis, owner and racer of the Third Coast Racing Xfinity Series and a part-time driver here in the ARCA Series last season. We are coming to you live from Watkins Glen, a 2.5 mile road course where these drivers will compete for 40 laps. We've got a beautiful day here. It is 72 degrees out, partly cloudy, and these drivers are getting ready to go racing for a good one. The rules for tonight's event: these drivers are going to be given 3 sets of tires, 75% fuel, and 1 quick repair to get this one done. And we've got a little something special for you tonight. Dakota Dennis, would you care to elaborate on that?
Yeah, there will be no cautions tonight, except for the promoter caution. So I'm the lucky one up here in the booth that gets to throw a caution when I deem fit between lap 15 and lap 30. So keep an eye out on the broadcast. There will be 1 caution when I decide to throw it, and it could be anywhere from lap 15 to lap 30 tonight.
All right, and I can't believe they gave you the yellow flag there, Dakota. Please do not drop it like Michael Waltrip.
I'll try not to.
All right. So currently looking at the leaderboard right now, Robbie Good is sitting atop the leaderboard throughout practice. A best time of 1 minute and 11 seconds. Vincent Isabella closing in, as well as Seth LaCroix, though, as qualifying is getting ready to start here.
And as we get here to the qualifying, one thing I want to point out is keep an eye on turn 1. All these drivers get to gain a lot of speed coming down that front stretch, but then they got to get on the brakes to make it through turn 1. So hopefully there's not any pileups tonight. That's going to be the turn to watch, is turn 1 tonight.
Well, I tell you what, that's going to be a dangerous turn, especially at the beginning of this one. The first couple of laps, when everyone's still bunched up, they haven't had a chance to get spread out yet. That's going to be where we're going to see a lot of the issues. Currently looking at the 16 of Joshua Hyatt on track for his qualifying run. And this is going to be an interesting race. This is the only road course the NORA ARCA series is going to run this season, and these guys are primarily oval drivers, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens now that they're on a road course. I think we may see some dark horses come out in this one. You know, guys that focus more on the road course being able to compete where they haven't been able to compete in the ovals.
Yeah, it's definitely going to showcase a lot of skill tonight. A lot of these drivers, as you said, are oval drivers. So, I mean, they get in a car and they go left and they have smaller tracks, 1.5 miles, quarter miles. Tonight, they're going to have a lot of opportunity to go left and go right. So, hopefully a lot of people have practiced. I know a lot of people have. So, it'll definitely prevail and it'll show who practiced and who had not when it comes to this green flag drop tonight.
Yes, it will. And we are currently looking at the 12 of Ryan Mack on track tonight for his qualifying run, and that 12 is running a very special paint scheme. A United States Marine Corps birthday paint scheme. The Marine Corps celebrating its 250th birthday, and Ryan Mack definitely outdid himself with this one. With the Ford Mustang, he's got the birthday cake on the front, and what appears to be an M16, as well as some Crayola crayons there on those rear quarter panels. I tell you what, Dakota.
Well, you were in the Marines, buddy. So, speaking of Crayola crayons, what was your color favorite?
It definitely was the red one, but I am getting a little bit hungry looking at this paint scheme now.
Well, I'll be sure to send you a pack of Crayola 64 pack in the mail for you.
All right, I will be waiting on that one, Dakota.
Yeah, and all joking aside, it is the birthday of the Marines, so hats off to all the men and women who have served in the Marine Corps. Not only just the Marine Corps, any veteran who has served either on home soil or overseas. Hats off to all you guys. We greatly appreciate it. That's why we got this wonderful time to get on broadcast night in a free country here in the U.S., and we can't do it without all of our veterans. So as Veterans Day approaches tomorrow, thanks to all of our veterans and everything that they do for our country.
Yes, thank you all veterans and any Marines out there watching. I just want to take the time to say happy birthday, Marines. Ryan Mack currently still trying to finish up his first lap of qualifying. With that, he will take 18th position after the first one. Moving back up to the front of the pack, though, that 48 of Connor Price, a very quick time. He is currently sitting in second, but our pole sitter right now is Robbie Good, a time of 1 minute 10 seconds. Robbie Good setting the time to beat here. And that one was a little bit surprising to me. Looking further back in the pack, Vincent Isabella's just finishing up his qualifying run. He's currently sitting back there in 6th.
Yeah, these top 10 drivers, they've done a great job qualifying. We got, a bunch of wonderful drivers in this league. So if you are not mentioned, it's nothing against you. But we have Vincent Isabella in the top 10, Preston Shepard in the top 10, Seth LaCroix in the top 10. A lot of these guys who are fast on ovals are showing they're fast on road courses. This is going to be one to watch tonight.
Yes, it is. Currently seeing the 11 of Casey Flowers back on track this week. He had missed a week or two after some on-track drama. No suspension handed out to that 11 car, unlike Joseph Truskowski, but definitely some tempers flaring. It appears that he has taken a week or two off, but he is going to make his return here tonight at Watkins Glen. Vincent Isabella with a time of 1 minute and 11 seconds, just took second place away from Connor Price. And here comes Sean Merriman, driver of that 18 machine. He's going to put that car into the top 10 here to start this one tonight. We'll take a look at Omar Rodriguez, driver of the 92. Still working on his first lap of qualifying.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in the chat tonight. So everybody in the chat, we have a promoter's caution. We know that I get to drop the caution flag between lap 15 and lap 30. Do us all a favor here at Rebel Racing Network and drop in the chat when you think that flag is going to drop. Austin and myself have already talked about it. We know when it's going to drop, but go ahead and drop, and we're going to see who's the closest when we do drop that yellow.
All right. And Dakota, can we go ahead and say wave the yellow flag? Because if anyone's going to drop it, I do believe it would be you right onto the track.
I'll be sure to wave it and drop it right on that leader's hood when he takes that yellow flag.
Do you have a wristband for that?
No, it's 2025. I got an Apple AirTag, so we'll know right where it's at on track to go find it.
All right, sounds good. And it looks like most drivers have finished up their qualifying runs. We are going to head down trackside for our opening ceremonies presented by Oorah Flyovers. At this time, please stand as you are able, remove your hats, place your hand over your heart, and veterans render a hand salute as the United States Marine Corps Band performs our national anthem.
And then when we go green, I got a good
All
introduction
right.
for tonight too.
And we are back, folks. Big thank you to Ura Flyovers for those opening ceremonies. Make sure you go check them out on Facebook. If you are a league owner, a broadcaster, or just a league racer that wants to bring something extra to your broadcast, shoot them a message and they will create a custom flyover for you, custom opening ceremonies for your events. We've got Joseph Benson there in the chat talking about his win last season in the Cup Series at the Chicago Road Course. He's also quoting the Marine Corps hymn, "The Shores of Tripoli." Joseph, my favorite line in the Marine Corps hymn is, "If the Army and the Navy ever look on heaven's scenes, they will find that the streets are guarded by United States Marines." Irene LaCroix saying she's going to pick lap number 29 for that caution to fly, that promoter's caution. And the drivers are now begun gridding up. Robbie Good has locked up that pole. He has Vincent Isabella to his outside to start this one. Joseph saying still working when you go to heaven is crazy. Yeah, I already know. I'm going to have a watch when I die. And as these drivers grid up, Dakota Dennis is going to run through our official starting grid.
Starting on the front row tonight, we have Robbie Good pole position in the 77. On Robbie Good's outside, we have Vincent Isabella in the 3. Second row, we got Connor Price in the 48. To his outside, we have Seth LaCroix in the 29. In row 3, we have Christopher Howell in the 87. To Christopher's outside, we have Jordan Stencil, in the 83. In row 4, we have Preston Shepard in the 52. To Preston Shepard's outside, we have Alan Martin in that 15. In row 5, we have Sean Merriman. To Sean Merriman in the 18. To his outside, we have Hunter Geyer in the 17. In row 6, we have Casey Flowers in the 11. To Casey Flowers outside, we have Michael Hill in the 27. In row 7, we have Wesley Lynch in the 33. To Wesley's outside, we have Michael Boyd in the 21. Behind them, we have Stephen Linger in the 91. To Stephen Linger's outside, we have Joshua Hyatt in the 16. We have David Nail on the inside in the 2. To David Nail's outside, we have Tristan Hayes in the 99. Behind David Nail, we have Jackson Sibley in the 7. To Jackson's outside, we have Craig Peterson in the 53. Behind them, we have Travis Neiman in the 20. To Travis's outside, we have Brandon McGraw in the 00. Next row back, we have Ryan Mack in the 12. To Ryan's outside, we have John Anthony in the 32. Behind them, we have Ethan Straub in the 13. To Ethan Straub's outside, we have George in the 79. Behind
George
them,
Tomopoulos.
I was not even going to try to butcher his last name. The next row back, we have Colton Kenny in the 8. To Colton's outside, we have Christopher Chomopoulos in the 420. Wow, those are some names there. Next row back, we got Christopher Jones in the 6. To Chris's outside, we have Cody Sanderson in the 5. In the third to last row, we have Tanner Witt in the 88. To Tanner Witt's outside, we have Omar Rodriguez Jr. in the 92. Behind them in the 43, we have Terrell Wheeler, league owner of NORA, in the 43. To his outside, we have Alex Finney in the 80. And to round out your last row of the night, we have Thomas Adams in the 64.
All right, thank you, Dakota. Sounds like that was a mouthful for you. And I would just like to point out we have 3 drivers opting to start from the pits here. That is the 43 of Terrell Wheeler, the 88 of Tanner Witt, and the 80 of Alex Finney. As they make it around the track for their parade lap here. Pace car is off. Green flag getting ready to wave.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. We are racing Go Bowling at the Glen in the NORA ARCA series.
All right, Vincent Isabella taking off down into turn 1 there. He's going to get through there cleanly. The 87 of Christopher Howe going around. We see Christopher Howe wrecking into that first corner. Already some major damage to that rear end for him. We go back to the front. Looks like they've already got it sorted out single file.
Yeah, they're coming through the bus stops. Vince Isabella got a great jump on the lead there on Robbie Gold. And the 87, tough break early on. I told everybody turn 1 is going to be where it shines, and it shows.
All right, and Vincent Isabella running away with this early. Looking back, Seth LaCroix running 3rd, Jordan Stencil in 4th, Alan Martin rounding out your top 5. It looks like Wesley Lynch also got caught up in something there at the beginning. We're going to go back and take a look at that one. We saw Wesley Lynch catching a huge piece of Christopher Howe on that initial start. They make their way down through lap 2 now.
Oh, and the 91 goes around in turn 1.
It looks like we have multiple cars involved in an issue there in turn 1. Terrell Wheeler on pit road now. 91 of Steven Linger. He's gotten that car going back straight. But it looks like it kicked off with baby Chris Chimopoulos there. Issue for Terrell Wheeler as well. So drivers having issues early on here. But it looks like everyone has gotten it worked out single file early on here. For the time being. We'll take a look at our track map. We see Terrell Wheeler in the 43 on pit road, as well as the 20 of Travis Niemann, both on pit road. Vincent Isabella getting loose going through a turn. He jumps off to the outside. That's going to allow Robbie Good to take the lead away. A costly mistake for Vincent Isabella early on in this one. Christopher Howe now also going to pull it down pit road to get that car serviced after an early incident. George Chimopoulos running off track as well. Joseph Benson just giving us some information. They are allowed driver assist this race to help with some of the complexity that we're going to see here at a road course. Once again, these guys not really used to the road courses. You know, a primarily oval league. Just some new challenges for these guys. an eye on Vincent Isabella, trying to track Robbie Good back down after making a mistake and having to give up that position. And you can see all that debris on the track. Cars going through the grass. Isabella has caught Good. He's got to get alongside him, though. And that may open up the door for Seth LaCroix. Catch these two. Is Isabella going to move to the left of Robbie Good? Not going to make the pass there. And that allows LaCroix to close the gap.
As we get 5 laps into this contest tonight, a lot of drivers are starting to figure out turn 1. They're settling in. The nerves are calming down. This is going to be a good one here as this boils over.
Yes, it is. I'm looking at the scoring. Not seeing quite as many drivers running off track or wrecking here. This battle for the lead is going to be a good one, though. Jordan Stensel back there in 4th, maybe looking to join the fun here as well. Vincent Isabella can get beside Robbie Good. That could slow these guys up and bunch them back up. We see them also getting ready to approach what looks like what would be the lap car of the 00 of Brandon McGraw. Isabella putting the pressure on Robbie Good now. Robbie has got to be perfect if he wants to hold on to that lead.
I just want to point out, Thomas Adams is normally in that Aaron's Dream Machine. He is rocking a wonderful green monster scheme tonight.
Yes, he is, and a excellent job on that paint scheme for that 64. I need to find out what paint booth did that for him.
Whoever painted that deserves a raise.
Yes, they do. At 77, and Robbie Good continuing to close in with Brandon McGraw.
Oh, when the 48 goes around, Connor Price goes around in turn 1.
Step aside to look at that. Looking at the 48 of Connor Price. That car just gets loose. It breaks. He goes up, touches the wall. Major front end damage to the 48 of Connor Price. And Robbie Good, Vincent Isabella, and Seth LaCroix all working their way around Brandon McGraw. Robbie Good trying to open up that gap, now sitting at 0.3 of a second.
He opens that gap on the straights, but Vincent Isabella, he is closing it right back up when he gets to those corners. That 3 car is handling just a little bit better than that 77 right now.
Just a little bit. We just saw the 33 getting sideways as well. So still some struggles for these drivers as they try and figure out this road course. I tell you what, these top 3 drivers all hanging out really close to each other. 8 laps into this one, and we still have that promoter's caution between lap 15 and 30. That caution can shake things up. Once again, I've only seen one prediction. Irene LaCroix over on Facebook saying it's going to come out on lap 29. Anyone else watching, go ahead and predict when that promoter's caution is going to come out.
And speaking of cautions, when that would come out, Austin, you got to talk to some of the drivers pre-race. What is our fuel window tonight?
I actually did not get a chance to talk to any drivers before this race about the fuel window. So we were trying to get that information. We will get it for you a little bit later. And Joseph Benson saying that pit window is at lap 26. I do believe some drivers could probably stretch that pit window out just a little bit longer. Yeah, we see them. We see these drivers getting spread out, and we have a lot of drivers that are off the pace of these leaders. Joseph Benson, we see him constantly on the pit box for that Apex Racing team. And Seth LaCroix and his teammates. So, those guys are normally a little bit faster. So some of these slower guys, could be counting on that promoter's caution to help them out with pit strategy if they can save some fuel on this one. See Isabella coming back around to the lap traffic of Brandon McGraw yet again. McGraw just going to get out of their way, and looks like we had an issue with that 64 of Thomas Adams. Going back to take a look at that one. Thomas Adams just sending it too hard into turn one there. He goes up, touches it. The wall, some front end damage to that 64 machine. So now Robbie Good gonna have to navigate lap traffic. Brandon McGraw getting out of the way for these drivers, but that 13 not gonna get out of the way for him. There's the 13 of Ethan Straub. McGraw gonna have to go around there. Vincent Isabella almost made it a move for the lead there.
Yeah, and as we come to 11 laps completed, we have our fastest mover of the night so far, Omar Rodriguez Jr. Started 32nd. He is up to P17 in that 92. He is on the move.
Yes, he is. Omar Rodriguez, I feel like we talk about him just about every week, kind of showing up at the end of the race. He struggles in qualifying, but once he gets on track with everyone else, he is one to beat.
Well, I've told you before, Austin, you can lay down the fastest lap in the world. That's only one lap. It all comes down to who has the best car at the last lap.
That is very true. It looks like these top guys have made their way by lap traffic for the time being. We're going to step aside for a quick commercial break.
From the track to the tech, Creative Castle keeps your code running as clean as your laps. We test real-world devices and digital platforms so your next release won't crash in turn one. At Creative Castle, we elevate your software with expert quality assurance and cross-platform testing. Whether it's native apps or networked hardware, we deliver precision-tested performance at scale. Behind every smooth app and smart device is a quiet castle. Creative Castle. We're the quality wizards and test knights who battle bugs and break bad code before it breaks your product. Creative Castle. Quality at full throttle. Your quest for quality ends here. Do you love Orlando's theme parks, but the long lines have you losing the magic? Introducing Ride Waits, the Apple Watch app designed to help you skip the stress and ride more, with real-time wait times and park info right on your wrist. Whether you're exploring Walt Disney World, adventuring through Universal Orlando, or taking it all in at SeaWorld, Ride Waits helps you navigate smarter and get the most out of your visit. No more wandering, no more guessing, just more riding. And it's not just wait times. Ride Waits also offers tips on the best times to ride, general park info, and helpful alerts so you never miss out on your favorite attraction. Whether you're planning ahead or making game day decisions in the park, Ride Weights keeps everything you need at a quick glance away. Ride Weights, your wrist-side guide to the best parks in Orlando. Available now on the Apple Watch store.
Not affiliated with or endorsed by any theme park brand.
All right, and we are back, folks. Currently looking at third place, Seth LaCroix. He is fallen off the pace here from those 2 leaders, now dropping back to 4 seconds. But Jordan Stencil still trying to catch up to LaCroix and put the pressure on him. We see Isabella still trying to find an opportunity to make a move to get the lead back. He needs Robbie Good to make a mistake. And going back to look at the 92 of Omar Rodriguez Jr., we just talked about him being the biggest mover of the race. He is currently now up to 13th position, charging towards the top 10 now. And it looks like Terrell Wheeler has had some internet issues. He may be out of this one. We got another big mover back here. The 99 of Tristan Haynes, up 8 positions, cracking the top 10 for the first time tonight. I feel like we said the same thing about Tristan Haynes last night in the Cup Series as well. Seeing Dave Nail now going around. Dave Nail getting loose there. Able to save it.
Oh, and the 64 misses the bus stop. He will have to serve a stop and go right there. When he gets to a complete stop, he can go again.
Yeah, and we see that 64 now off the pace, moving to the outside, exiting the racing surface, just trying to let these drivers go around him there. Joseph Benson talking about the winter storm. I tell you what, Joseph, I think I'm starting to catch a little bit of that winter storm as well. Internet a little bit slow here over in the Rebel Racing Network studios, but we are still live. And going right back to the leaders. Robbie Good still in control of this one. He's getting ready to approach even more lap traffic. We are approaching halfway in this one. Once again, the pit window, I've spoken to Seth LaCroix and his crew chief. Pit window is looking to be about 20 laps from the green flag, so they can run half this race on one pit stop. We're going to see if anyone has tried to stretch that out, hoping to get that promoter's caution to help them out. Currently 19 cars on the lead lap. John Anthony in the 32, the last car on the lead lap for the time being, but he is being tracked down by Robbie Good.
And we are in that promoter's window. We are on lap 16. We have now hit that window. So it could come anytime from here till lap 30. Get those guesses in. It will be coming. We just don't know when.
All right, and we've got one guess for lap 26, one guess for lap 29. That late race promoter's caution could really make things interesting here. And we're talking about Omar Rodriguez Jr. making his way up through the pack. We are now showing him involved in an incident. We're going to go back and take a look at that replay. He just gets loose there, turns that car sideways. He will be able to keep going, but going to give up some positions there. We see Robbie Good wheel hopping a little bit. He gets loose. Isabella not there to capitalize just yet.
Yeah, Vincent Isabella is hot to trot. He has been there multiple times, but it makes me wonder. He's had the opportunities to take that position away. I think he's just trying to save tires there tonight so he can have tires for the long run.
I tell you what, looking at the start he got from the second place position on the initial start, he may just be trying to hang out there in second place to kind of recreate that start and jump out to an early lead. As we see, looks like the 12 of Ryan Mack involved in an incident there. Move back towards the front of the pack. Currently looking at the fourth place runner, Jordan Stencil. He's still trying to track down that 29 of Seth LaCroix. And we've got an issue up front. Robbie Good went off track. Vincent Isabella now back to the lead.
They came up on lap traffic, and the 38 is in the wall.
All right, first we're going to go back and see what happened here with Robbie Good. Isabella was already beside him. They made contact, and Robbie Good going to drive through the grass, going through the bus stop. Costly mistake for that 77.
Pit stops are underway. Your front two are on pit road. Vincent Isabella comes down pit road, followed by Robbie Good.
All right, and these green flag pit stops could make or break your race tonight here. They're pit a little bit early. Still 22 laps to go in this one. They may not be able to make it all the way on fuel. That promoter's caution will help these guys out. We wait to see who's going to win the race off of pit road. It does look like Vincent Isabella will win the race off pit road and hold on to that lead.
Yeah, Vincent Isabella is followed by Robbie Good and Seth LaCroix. All three did appear to take some sort of tires. They all jacked up one side or the other. So
I tell you what, Seth LaCroix very good on pit road, able to close some of that gap between him and Robbie Good. So our new leader is now the 17 of Hunter Geyer. He's going to bring that car down pit road now. Followed by Preston Shepard and Alan Martin.
And a lot of people know me from racing part-time in this series that I am number 19. We have passed the 19 lap. So people who thought that it was going to come out on my racing number, it did not. It's coming, but it did not come out on the racing number of mine. So good guesses.
All right, in Dakota, I don't think anyone guessed number 19. Lap number 19. So with those pit stops, Vincent Isabella goes back to the lead here. It does appear everyone has now made their way down pit road for service. Now a second in between Robbie Good and Vincent Isabella. Look back at Seth LaCroix stuck out there in lap traffic. Jordan Stencil trying to close the gap, and this could be Stencil's opportunity. As LaCroix is about to have to deal with the 7 of Jackson Sibley. Sibley going to go high there in turn 1, allow LaCroix and Stencil to go on by. Now only 14 cars left on the lead lap. And Robbie Good, issue for Robbie Good, involved in an incident here. LaCroix is going to move to second. We're going to see what happened to that 77 machine. And Good getting loose, going up, touching the outside wall. That is a costly mistake for that 77. So Robbie Good now dropping back to 4th. It looks like he's going to bring that car down pit road. Some front end damage to that 77 machine. Costly mistake. It appears he has gotten a black flag as well. And that should end Robbie Good's night. So Vincent Isabella now firmly in control of this one. An 8-second gap between him and Seth LaCroix.
That's got to be a tough break there for Robbie Good. He had a dominant car all night.
Now down to 19 laps to go. We have passed halfway in this one.
Oh, and another car around in front of Vincent Isabella, and he misses it. Great job avoiding that one by the leader we have here tonight.
I tell you what, Vincent Isabella really doesn't have to push as hard now. No pressure out the back for that 3 car. If I'm Isabella right now, I am letting off, trying to make sure I can save enough fuel to make it to the end on this one. We look at the lap count under green flag conditions. Hunter Geyer hit it on lap 19. The rest of the top 4 there either pitted on lap 18 or earlier. I tell you what, if I'm at 17 of Hunter Geyer right now, I am in full save mode, trying not to have to pit under this promoter's caution. Because I don't know if Vincent Isabella and Seth LaCroix can make it all the way, even if they were able to save gas with the promoter's caution.
Austin, can you do us a favor here on NORA's network and move Terrell Wheeler to the broadcast booth, please?
All right. All right, we are now joined in the booth by league owner Terrell Wheeler. Say hello to the fans, Terrell.
What's up, boys?
Hey, Terrell, this is Dakota up here in the booth. Can you do me a favor, and as that 3 car takes this green flag on lap 25, go ahead and throw that yellow, please. I have attempted to throw the yellow for the promoter's caution on lap 23. It did not allow me to, so please, when he takes lap 25, throw that promoter's caution for me, please. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so there you have it, folks. Lap 25 will be the promoter's caution. That'll give away a little bit of the surprise. I know some of these drivers are watching the broadcast in their rigs right now.
Remind me when to hit it, because I'm having a little bit of
Go
internet
ahead. We are
issues.
good to throw it.
And the caution is out. Colton Kinney, Joshua Hyatt, and Brandon McGraw all involved in an incident right around this caution flag here. We see some more issues there getting into turn one. And they will back it back down. Vincent Isabella in first, Seth LaCroix in second, Jordan Stencil in third, Sean Merriman in fourth, Preston Shepard running fifth now.
And Terrell, while we got you up here in the booth, we see that you had an early exit. What seemed to be going down track? How come you had to leave the track so early tonight?
Yeah, just randomly, right when the racing session started to happen, all of a sudden my internet started crashing a couple of times, and I thought I had fixed, and then got back on the track, and it crashed again, and meatballed my car, so just gonna sit here and watch the race and admin it as much as I can. Just a bummer, but that's all right.
Tough break for Terrell. Tell me, I know you're out there in the Charlotte area. Saw some flurries over there on Facebook. Are you guys starting to get this winter storm out there?
We had a little bit of snow flurries there for a bit. I think it's still going a little bit, but nothing bad compared to back home in North Dakota, so this is nothing.
All right, well, yeah. We're talking North Carolina and North Dakota. I feel like North Dakota is probably a little bit more better equipped for winter weather. Flurries is enough to shut the state of North Carolina down. I'm out here on the East Coast and dreading when that's going to get to me.
Yes, sir. It's funny when it snows here and how the city reacts and how North Carolina reacts, but I think everyone handles it pretty well, and it's pretty cool to see.
All right, and I am excited for some snow this winter, but as they get things reset, we're going to step aside for a quick commercial break.
It's race day on iRacing. The grid is set. Engines are rumbling. The chat is buzzing. The anticipation is building. But before the green flag waves, you need a moment that gets hearts racing. Hoorah Flyovers delivers cinematic, custom airplane flyovers for your iRacing or esports event, bringing real-world energy to your virtual track. Add a patriotic punch to your pre-race show. Whether you're hosting a league championship, a memorial race, or just want to hype the crowd, Hoorah brings the thunder. Fully customizable, easy to book, stream ready, guaranteed to get your drivers and fans fired up. Because when the jets fly, everyone pays attention. Stand tall, fly loud, race proud. Hoorah! Visit Hoorah Flyovers on Discord or Facebook and bring the flyover experience to iRacing like never before. At FedUps, we don't care how it gets there, just that it eventually does. We use cutting-edge technology like guesswork, blind rage, and the occasional coin flip. Need help? Our customer service is standing by to put you on hold. Our drivers are trained professionals in rage quitting, road rage, and minor parkour. Have an issue? Hey, we delivered it, didn't we? At FedUp, we're not happy until you're not happy. Special instructions? I ignored it specifically. Signature required? We'll scribble something. Fragile? Let's test that theory. Customer service? Try screaming into the void. FedUp, we hate your package almost as much as you do.
FedUps is not responsible.
Welcome to Rebel Racing Network, the premier destination for professional iRacing esports broadcasting. We bring the virtual track to life with high-energy race commentary that captures every pass, every pit stop, every photo finish. Our team of expert broadcasters delivers real-time analysis, strategy breakdowns, and the excitement of wheel-to-wheel racing. And before the green flag drops, we set the stage with our signature pre-race flyovers, showcasing each circuit with stunning cinematic visuals that make you feel like you're there in real life. Whether you're chasing a championship or cheering on your favorite team, Rebel Racing Network covers every story, every series, and every unforgettable moment. From grassroots leagues to top-tier championships, we bring passion, precision, and performance to every broadcast. Subscribe now, watch live, feel the rush. This is Rebel Racing Network, where the action never lifts.
All right, and we are back, folks. Yellow flag pit stops have commenced here. Looks like the leaders came down pit road, but that 16 of Joshua Hyatt electing to stay out. Joshua Hyatt last pitted on lap 19. He is hoping that he can stretch this run out long enough, and this promoter's caution going to give him enough fuel to make it to the end. That is going to knock Vincent Isabella back to second, Seth LaCroix to third, Preston Shepard to fourth, Jordan Stencil back to fifth, Tristan Haynes in sixth, Sean Merriman will restart seventh, Alan Martin at eighth, Hunter Geyer will restart ninth, and Cody Sanderson going to restart 10th. Sanderson up 20 positions in this one, cracking the top 10 for the first time tonight. We're going to wait for them to get things sorted out here.
And as these cars come around the pace car, we'll take a quick second here. We're going to get our leader up here and see how he's doing and how he feels the rest of this is going to run. Hey, Vincent Isabella, this is Austin and Dakota in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, buddy, you've been a dominant car here all night. You were right there with Robbie Good all night. He had a problem, unfortunately, with an early exit there. What are you going to have to do here these last second half of the race to keep that 3 car up front, and how's it handling down there?
It's good. Just got to hold off this 29 behind me. He seems to be the fastest of the bunch here, besides me. And the 77, I think 77's a lap down, so just hang out here and hopefully just keep it clean.
Well, you've done a great job all night, and we do have the pit stops out of the way. Do you have enough to make it the rest of the way here at this road course? This is a little different for you guys. You're normally at ovals. This is longer. So do you have enough to make it to the end here?
Yeah, I have plenty of fuel now that I topped off, so yep, we're good.
All righty, sir. Well, you have a wonderful rest of your race. You've done a great job all night. Keep it up, and hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, and they are reset and getting ready to go back green flag racing. So it appears that we may have an issue with the scoring here. Joshua Hyatt currently being scored in first place, but Vincent Isabella sitting in that pole position for this restart with Seth LaCroix to his outside.
Pace car is off, and boogity, 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 boys, we are back racing at the Glen in the NORA ARCA series.
All right, we see Vincent Isabella to Seth LaCroix's outside through turn 1. Isabella getting a good run through there. Cody Sanderson back there causing issues. George Chamopoulos also caught up in that. Isabella, I do believe, back to the lead, is still showing Joshua Hyatt. Preston Shepard now moving up behind Vincent Isabella. And Shepard challenging Vincent Isabella. Shepard going to go around that 3 car. Some more issues back here in the pack. I want to go back, take a look, see what happened with Cody Sanderson on that initial start. Looks like Cody Sanderson making contact with that 27 car. Catch up the 79 and the 00. Colton Kinney also involved in an incident here. We see Colton Kinney not getting slowed down enough for that bus stop. He and multiple other drivers. Moving back to live racing, riding along with the 3 of Vincent Isabella.
And we are now within 10 to go. It is go time. These drivers have waited for this all night. If they're going to make a move and make a time to shine, it's now or never.
I tell you what, keep your eye on Vincent Isabella. He is looking to challenge Preston Shepard. Try to get a nose to the left of Shepard. Not going to work there. Caution. Caution flag is out.
Now, listening here to the radioactive, that caution, I do believe, has come out to hopefully fix the scoring tower.
All right. Well, I was wondering what was going to happen with that. Looks like we saw multiple incidents, but they have to throw a caution to get this scoring figured out. Joshua Hyatt was being shown as the leader, and looking back at the pit stops, Joshua Hyatt did not pit under that promoter's yellow. It looks like he was inadvertently waved around the pace car by iRacing. So iRacing dropping the ball on that one.
And there we see it. iRacing has issued the EOL to the 16 of Joshua Hyatt.
I tell you what, I'm not even sure if that's going to fix the scoring issues here going on. We take a look at pit road. More cars on pit lane trying to get their cars serviced. And we're going to try and figure out what is going on with the 16 of Joshua Hyatt here. So that will once again shake things up, Dakota. You know, they could plan for this promoter's caution, but I don't think anyone planned for a second caution tonight because of iRacing dropping the ball on scoring. How does that affect the strategy here?
That is definitely going to shake things up. I mean, you had Preston Shepard, who had a great run and got out in front of Vincent Isabella. Now they're going to line back up side by side and take that green flag one last time. So the ones that got the runs and were hoping to get runs and didn't get runs, it's going to level the playing field here. Everybody is going to be back bunched up side by side. Look for people who come in with 8 to go at this point. Tempers are going to be nervous. Nerves are going to be nervous. And there's going to be a lot of shakeups here to look forward to in these next 8 laps.
Well, and I tell you what, you know, it'll be less than 8 laps left when they go green. Looking like 5 or 6 laps to go. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some pressure from the front of the pack here, trying to get around Preston Shepard and Vincent Isabella.
I don't think the pressure is going to come from the front of the pack. I think it's going to be from the middle towards the back of this lead lap cars. They're going to be looking in turn 1 to try to gain as much as they can, and we might see a bunch up here in turn 1.
I would be surprised if we don't see a bunch up here in turn 1. You know, this race, we've seen a lot of issues, especially when these cars get bunched up. You know, no cautions because we have cautions turned off for time's sake. But if you're in the middle of the pack, you know, especially, you know, in the back of the middle, you know, the pressure's on to try and get some points, and you don't have a whole lot to lose here. Currently 16 cars on the lead lap.
And even with trying to fix the scoring tower, Joshua Hyatt is still showing P1 when he was given the EOL Preston Shepard is P2. Vince Isabella is P3. So we're going to have to keep an eye on the scoring tower and give them a play-by-play for them, because it did not appear to fix the scoring tower here tonight.
And, well, if I'm not mistaken, Joshua Hyatt should have been P1 after opting to stay out. The only lead car opting to stay out under the promoter's caution, trying to stretch it out.
Yeah, he did appear to stay out, but iRacing appeared to wave him around the pace car, so he was one lap ahead of everybody. He was the leader in the back of the pack. So they're still trying to get this thing figured out. I'm listening to Radioactive. They are going to attempt another EOL by iRacing to try to straighten this out before we go green here.
We've kept our eye on Joshua Hyatt here. It appears that his car is not moving in track position. Little unsure of what to do here. And it appears they have given him a black flag, forcing him to come down pit road.
Yeah, with him getting that black flag and making him come through, serving a pass through to try to get this squared away here, if he is still showing the leader, he is going to have to let all these cars by in order to fix this scoring tower.
So looking at Joshua Hyatt still sitting on pit road. The lights on the pace car are out. So it appears they will get the green flag when they pass the start and finish line this time. Not sure how this is going to play out for Joshua Hyatt.
Looks like they are making him serve a hold. He is on lap 35. The rest of the field is on lap 34.
All right, so the pace car is off. Green flag is out. Preston Shepard leads them through turn one. We see Vincent Isabella taking it really wide there. Not going to be able to get the pass done on Preston Shepard, but here comes that 83 of Jordan Stencil making his way up through the pack. He's gotten alongside Seth LaCroix. And going to complete the pass there as they get ready to enter the bus stop. Move back to the front of the pack, seeing Vincent Isabella putting that pressure on the 52 of Preston Shepard. We are coming down now to 5 to go. Isabella is there. Can he complete the pass? And Isabella will complete the pass. Or, I take that back. Preston Shepard still fighting. Now Vincent Isabella going to complete the pass, moving back to first place. Trouble for Jordan Stencil. He's going to collect Robbie Good as well. Sean Merriman caught up in that. It appears he also got Seth LaCroix as well. Go back, take a look, see what happened here with Jordan Stencil. He cuts it through the grass, gets that car all out of shape. Robbie Good, Seth LaCroix caught up in that. So that will shake things up once again up front. Vincent Isabella still your leader. Preston Shepard in second. But Hunter Geyer now moving to third. And Tristan Haynes in that 99 car moves to fourth. However, he is feeling the pressure from the 15 of Alan Martin. You see multiple damaged cars back there in the pack. Look back towards the front. Vincent Isabella opening up a 2.5 second gap over Preston Shepard. But we do have the 16 of Joshua Hyatt now facing going a lap down. And that 16 is on old tires. Preston Shepard may catch him before this one is over. That may allow Preston Shepard to get back to Vincent Isabella. Go back, check out Alan Martin and Tristan Haynes. Alan Martin continuing to close that gap.
All right, as we come to almost one to go here, lap 39 of 40 completed. Alan Martin is still looking in that 15 to get around Tristan Hayes as they approach the bus stops.
And looking back towards the front of the pack, Vincent Isabella in control of this one, opening up that gap now to 5 seconds over Preston Shepard. He does have lap traffic to deal with here, though. He goes by the 8 of Colton Kinney. Colton Kinney just getting out of the way. Still has that 16 of Joshua Hyatt to contend with, but I don't know if that's going to have a huge factor on this one as the white flag comes out. Preston Shepard has to make up about 5.5 seconds. I don't think he can do it. So it looks like the battle here will be for fourth between Tristan Haynes and Alan Martin. Alan Martin has not been able to get to the rear end of Tristan Haynes yet.
I just want to point out our hard charger fastest mover of the night, Omar Rodriguez Jr. is now cracked the top 10. He is sitting in P8, looking to come across that line if he can stay there in P8.
I tell you what, well, I don't think he's going to cross the line in P8 because he just took P7 away. So now up 25 positions. Now I'm seeing him dropping back to P8. iRacing struggling a little bit with the scoring tonight. As we see Vincent Isabella getting ready to take the checkered flag. Isabella will take the checkered flag. Preston Shepard will be coming home in second tonight. And Hunter Geyer looking to lock down third as he makes his way down to the start and finish line. See Craig Peterson involved in the incident coming to the line here. And go back
All
to
right, everybody just stand by here quick while we get our top three to the booth for interviews.
all right. All right, and as these cars complete their cool-down lap, we're going to go ahead and kick off our interviews with the 17 of Hunter Geyer, taking home third tonight. Hunter, it's Austin and Dakota up in the booth. You got us?
I got you guys.
All right. So judging by that voice, sounds like a little bit of disappointment on your end, but you were able to gain 7 positions, started in 10th, taking away a podium with a third-place finish here. You think you could have done better in this one?
I can tell you what, guys, there's not any sense of disappointment in my voice at all. I am tired. I have never been more tense in my life. The first 2 races of the season, I got wrecked out. I had both top 10 qualifying for both ones and wrecked out. And this race, my goal was just to survive. So I was surprised with the top 10 qualifying again, and then to get third has been great. Road courses is not my strength at all. So to even be remotely close to third and finish third is way beyond belief. So I'm ecstatic right now.
All right, so we could hear how tired you are in your voice. What was your thought when you were all of a sudden racing for third place?
I didn't mean to dive bomb Tristan like that, but I know I had a run down the front stretch, and if I knew if I was going to have an opportunity to take the spot, I was going to do it then. I kind of locked up on the inside, so I apologize to Tristan for that. But yeah, it was fun. Like I said, road courses isn't my strong suit, so I was just trying to learn the track most of the race. Definitely not as fast as what the fast guys were out there. Everyone was running the 111s pretty consistently, and I think I might have had like 1 or 2 laps in that time range. So, like I said, I'm happy I was able to even get podium.
Oh, we set it up here in the booth. You don't have to be the fastest in order to be on the podium. You can lay down a good qualifying lap and still come away with the podium. You did a great job with that. Congratulations on the podium. Run us through these last couple laps here. We've seen some scoring tower issues. How did that affect the outcome of this race for you, or did it not affect it at all?
I was planning on having a longer green flag run. But honestly, the luck kind of turned in my favor there. the guys losing it in the carousel freed up a lot of free positions for me. Well, after the caution, I was like, okay, I'm in the top 10. I can stay here. I'll be happy with that. But, I know after that incident in the carousel, uh, when I realized what spot I was in after that, I knew I had to kind of just focus in. I actually talked to my teammates and I just told them to kind of be quiet. I'm like, I'm locked in here, like try to keep voice chat to a minimum. And no,
Is
they
that
did,
what
so.
you said? Your teammates in the chat right now saying you said something else.
We basically shut the bad word up. I'm in a good spot right now. They were just kind of chit chatting the whole time. I was just like, "Come on, guys, keep calm. I gotta focus up because I'm in a podium spot right now." So
All right. Well, congratulations again on taking home a podium. We're going to let you get on out of here. Anyone you want to thank before we do, though?
sure. I'd like to thank the rest of my teammates. Warhorse Racing. We all came together from a different league. So, it's been great to run with these buddies. And of course, I have my own paint business, Dirty Bird Designs, www.birdwraps.com. So, offering discounted paints for everyone in the league here. All the paints that Warhorse will be repping will be designed by me. So, that's a fun time as well. Also, thanks to my fiance for allowing me to take up most of her Monday nights with me racing. So,
All right. So I got to ask, the Marine in me wants to know, did you paint the 12's paint scheme this week?
I sure did. Yes.
I love the paint scheme.
Thank you so much.
All right. We're going to let you get on out of here. And I think I'm going to have to get with you after this, maybe to get a Marine Corps paint done. But we appreciate it. Congratulations again, Hunter.
Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Once again, guys, that was Hunter Geyer coming home third tonight. We're going to move on to our second place finisher, Preston Shepard, driver of the number 52. Preston, it's Austin Dakota up in the booth. You got us?
Yep.
All right. We missed you last night, buddy, but you're back here tonight in the ARCA series. And honestly, I don't think I said your name pretty much the entire race, except for maybe, going through the grid, and you just kind of came out of nowhere to take second place. Take us through what it was like moving up to bring home a podium tonight.
Oh, I think I sat around sixth or fifth most of the race, and the leaders were just so far out, and I gained a couple spots on that promoter caution. And all of those guys were way faster, so I'm super happy to come away second. It was a good battle between Vincent. He definitely deserves this one. He's been gone, and I think he's probably going to win a couple more before this is over.
All right. And yeah, we've definitely seen Vincent Isabella dominant here in the ARCA series, but it's got to feel good to get up there and race with him. I do believe you already have a win under your belt, correct, Preston?
Yes, sir.
All right. So are you looking forward to the playoffs now that you're locked in? And, you showed here tonight that you can run with the top dogs.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's winning you're in. I think you still have to earn the points. I could be wrong, but we've been top 5 every race, so that's kind of where I plan to park this thing every Monday.
All right. And we do have Jonathan Wiley in the chat saying that you're going to be the season 2 champ. Any comment on that?
Pardon my French, but I think he's damn right.
All right. Well, we've had you up in the booth here on Rebel Racing Network, so I'm going to show my bias a little bit and let you know, hey man, I am rooting for you, since you've kind of become part of the Rebel Racing Network team here. So we're going to let you get on out of here and start the celebration. Good luck the rest of the season. Anyone you want to thank before we let you go, though?
Oh, just, all the family that's watching and friends. Obviously, you guys up in the booth, everyone who raced pretty clean tonight up front. And this is my teammate. We all kind of had the same paint schemes. And we're ready for Monday. So that's about it.
All right. And we will be looking forward to you next Monday.
Yeah, I'll try to be back with you next Sunday. That was my bad this weekend.
Don't worry, Preston. I'm keeping your seat warm for you, buddy.
All right, we'll see y'all later.
See you later, Preston. Thank you again. Once again, that was Preston Shepard coming home in second tonight. We're going to move on to tonight's winner, though. Vincent Isabella, driver of the number 3 car. Vincent, it's Austin and Dakota up in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Congratulations on taking home the win here tonight. And, we were watching you and Robbie Good, expecting a battle for the lead. What were your thoughts when Robbie, made the mistake and you were able to take over the lead?
Yeah, it wasn't even his mistake. We were side by side, just hard racing, and got into his door a little bit and going for the same spot. And we were good. I don't know what happened back behind me after the pit stops with him, but it's a shame. We were racing really good together. It was fun, though.
It did look fun. So I've got to ask, we were watching the scoring issue going on with, I believe it was Hunter Geyer, was a whole lap ahead of everyone. Did that scoring issue in the second caution throw off your strategy a little bit for this one?
No. Once I pit at the competition caution, I was good to go to the end regardless. I wasn't going to come again. So it kind of just screwed up the running order a little bit with him jumping the pace car when he shouldn't have. And yeah, we figured it out there at the end, and I got by Preston, who raced me clean as can be, and drove away.
All right, and that you did. The interval, 4.8 seconds. I think that is probably the largest interval we've had here in the ARCA series this season. How does it feel to win in that dominant fashion?
Yeah, it's great, especially at a road course. I've never won a league race at a road course. I'm not usually quick, but that was it was fun. Put in some hours testing this week, and yeah, it was good. I'm glad to be back. Obviously, I missed the first couple weeks, so go chase the championship.
All right, that sounds good, buddy. And we know that you're going to be there at the end of the season. We saw you dominate last season, so we're going to wish you luck the rest of the season. Before we let you get on out of here, anyone you want to thank, though?
Yeah, just my teammates and you guys for putting on the broadcast. I'm sure I'll go back and watch it. But yeah, Cody and Wiley. Obviously, Wiley wasn't here, but got to hang out with Cody tonight and help him a little bit. But both came home pretty well.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, buddy, and we will see you back here next Sunday night for the NORA Cup Series.
Yep, that you should be there.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Have a good one, guys.
You too. Once again, that was Vincent Isabella taking home the win tonight. We are going to go ahead and run through our official results. Once again, we had Vincent Isabella taking home the win tonight. Preston Shepard finishes second. Hunter Geyer in third. Tristan Haynes comes home fourth. Alan Martin finishes fifth. Casey Flowers finishes sixth. Omar Rodriguez will finish seventh, our hard charger of the night, up 25 positions from where he started. Connor Price will finish in eighth. Seth LaCroix finishes ninth after a late race incident. Sean Merriman finishes 10th. Cody Sanderson comes home in 11th. Michael Boyd will finish 12th. John Anthony finishes 13th. Dave Knoll will finish 14th. Craig Peterson in 15th. Jordan Stencil will come home 16th. Stephen Linger will come home 17th. Joshua Hyatt will finish 18th. In 19th, we had Ethan Straub. Travis Neiman will finish 20th. Jackson Sibley finishes 21st. Colton Kinney will come home in 22nd. Chris Jones will finish 23rd. Robbie Good finishes 24th after some late race incidents. Ryan Mack will finish 25th. Mike Hill in 26th. George Tremopoulos will finish 27th. Thomas Adams will come home in 28th. Brandon McGraw will finish 29th. Christopher Howe will finish 30th. Chris Tremopoulos finishes 31st. Wesley Lynch in 32nd. Alex Finney will finish 33rd. Terrell Wheeler finishes 34th. And Tanner Witt will round out your field in 35th, 40 laps down. I'd just like to thank everyone for tuning in and to give a special thank you to Dakota Dennis for joining me up in the booth tonight. We really appreciate your help here tonight, Dakota.
Not a problem, buddy. Be glad to be here. Anytime you need me, you need to get my number, give me a call. It was a pleasure, like always, to be here, and I'll feel great to be back in the car Wednesday night.
All right, and once again, Dakota Dennis will be back in the car Wednesday night for the Third Coast Racing Xfinity Series, live from Worldwide Technology Speedway. Once again, that race kicks off 8:30 Wednesday night. Make sure you tune in for that. And then we will be right back here on Sunday night, right back at Watkins Glen for the NORA Cup Series. That will kick off at 7:30 Sunday night, in between the afternoon game and the late game for the NFL. Then the ARCA Series is going to be back here at Dover next Monday night, November 17th. Make sure you tune into that as well. Once again, I would like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe on YouTube and Facebook. And before we go, I would just like to wish all of the Marines out there a happy 250th birthday. Semper Fidelis, Devil Dogs. We will see you back here on Wednesday night. Thank you, everyone.